looking at Sanji kind of trying to decide where he's needed most was kind of interesting to me. I think
Did he?
that I thought it was interesting. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go fight Jack because I just don't think Yamato needs the help. Like I don't think he's going over to Momonosuke and shit.
The Sanji thing, I actually disagree with you on. I wasn't sure about this, and it was a great decision. I'm not sure, but I think he's going the other way because he doesn't even know who Yamato is, honestly. And he knows at the end of the day, Momo's like the thing. If Momo dies, it's a wrap. Like nothing matters at that point. Momo has to live, and he knows that. That's why he was talking to Momo in the before. He's like, "Yo, thank you for saying who you were at the podium before. That was a boss ass move by you, Momo." So he knows that Momo's honestly the most important, and somebody's in there with the samurai. Maybe could help against Jack. I don't know, but it could go either way. But I think he's going to take Momo.
I kind of thought I thought this Hyogoro the flower thing was kind of nonsense. I didn't think it was necessary.
Really?
Really?
I mean, I thought it was cool, I guess, but I was just a little bit like, why is he back in his prime all of a sudden?
I mean, he used his old man strength. He sacrificed the time he had left to summon 100% old man strength, and he went out there and he whooped some ass. And I mean,
No.
like the explanation he gave BS kind of like, oh, the virus like spurred on some leftover energy or whatever. But like, what? I'm just happy to see him out there whoop some ass for a sec. It was nice seeing him like return to his big form. I'm always a sucker for like the trope of the old man actually being a badass, or like from that type of thing. So I appreciated it, but I mean, I can understand why you maybe didn't like it.
Hey man, you ever see All Might? You ever see All Might get brolic? Skinny All Might. It's like like I like that sort of thing too. What Jackson saying, like that's why I love All Might so much, bro. When he's like, it was that skinny ass dude. And he's like, yo, hold on, let me get my 100% real quick before I can. Like that sort of thing makes me happy and sad.
I will say it was kind of similar to Lao G getting super yoked. I mean, it was kind of a callback to that, but like. I would imagine in the anime it's gonna be less comical, but I guess with Lao G I enjoyed it, so I guess I should welcome it. Like it's still fine as long as he a girl gets like a crazy ass animation in the anime. I guess I'll be fine with it.
His move is sick,
bro. It's like Boomy from Avatar, man. He was like hunched over and looked all weak and frail, but then he was like, all right, let me get real. He's ready to go.
I rewatched that first fight with Aang the other day, and that was the realest Earthbender Aang ever came across, bro. My man was doing the absolute most. It was crazy.
But real talk though,
True that.
Do y'all really think that he'll die? He's not dying, bro. Like he's not.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't think it would add much.
These mono people fairly consistently, like more consistently than he usually kills off people. It seems like not so, maybe not important, but like distinguished side characters have been getting offed relatively often. Like what's his face, like the thief guy from the Flower Capital. Also, Ryan, I think I can hear you breathe, but the thief guy from the Flower Capital got offed. I guess I can't think of any other ones right now. Oh, Orochi, I guess, but he may not be dead. But he's been killing off people.
Yeah. I just maybe you're right. He's not writing it that way, but I've just seen so many people not die throughout One Piece. Like Pell ate a bomb, and I was like, well, so what was the point of the bombs if the bomb didn't even kill the guy who took the bomb? I don't understand. It's like, and this who's that dude? That dude from Whole Cake. That dude that Lola's dad, and he's like got punched in the face by Oven, and somehow he just lived. And I was like, I don't understand this. Like I thought he got.
Like he got punched in the safe. I think he had like the halberd. He was gonna axe him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just.
Bro.
Also, okay, this confused me. Powerscaling in One Piece is very confusing. How in the world is Marco 2v1ing Jack and Queen right now?
He's gonna lose. Because he's gonna lose.
He's real.
No, because he's gonna lose. Ryan, he's gonna lose. Don't worry, he's gonna lose like very soon. Like he was saying how tired he was. Even Perospero was like, "Yo, look at Marco. He's bad tired after doing it. Like he's still wild, bro. Like even for staying up this long fighting them, like he's Yonko level. I don't know if y'all agree with me, but he's like obviously the lowest part.
He has to be. He has to be. I agree.
It's
I
great.
think it's acceptable. I mean, as the first commander of Whitebeard's pirates, like he must have been pretty Brock back then, and he's had just time to train more, get even more keen since then. So he honestly might come out of it okay if he can get some help. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to take on both of them and have Perospero there messing with him on the side. But maybe if somebody comes and distracts one of them, he can continue 1v2ing because he's tired, but it doesn't look like he's seriously injured.
Oh, he's
Like,
not.
then
He has
again,
like a
neither
couple sprays.
king or queen either. So
Someone's gonna have to save him. I'll save it for later, but I have some ideas already, honestly.
I mean, he did just hit
yeah, we
King
can
with
speculate.
like the Captain Falcon knee though. Like that looked like a decent damage.
That was the fan.
Even-
It was grimy.
They even hit him with the sonic booms. I mean, they look pretty good.
I was trying to figure out when Marco was doing the finger thing, what was he doing? Like, I didn't really understand the scene. It seemed like he got cut, and then he was randomly over here, and then he was like, 2 fingers, bitch. and then he just got knocked out of the sky. What the fuck happened there?
Hit him with a
I thought that-
pistol. He hit him with the pistol. He had him like. He said, "Brah brah." At least that's what
That
it
was a
looked
little
like.
bit confusing. But overall, I just enjoy seeing him just, punching them, kicking them through walls, like Queen's rolling up, like, you don't think you won. And he's like, bitch, I'm not done yet. I'm like,
I
I do
mean,
really enjoy the artwork on Marco though. Like he's the only one that really does this. It's not even in a hybrid form, I would call it, or maybe we would call this.
it is hybrid, I think, because he got the feet.
It's like it's not so much of a hybrid as it is like, X Drake's. It's more like a partial zone transformation. It's like I haven't really seen any other character in the story. I don't know. Katakuri sit here in 2v1 2 commanders? I don't know, man.
This was a conversation. Thank you for bringing this up. I've been thinking about this.
I don't see Katakuri doing this.
No, I don't think so either. I've been thinking about that's a conversation I've been thinking about most of today actually, and I was like, nah, Marco would definitely watch him. Not watch him. I'd say mid diff. I think.
I would say so too.
But like, it's tough because you're like, yo, Katakuri can see the future. Like, come on. Like, but also like Marco's really fast. Like if Luffy could do that with Snake Man, I'm pretty sure Marco can go fast enough, bro. Like, I'm sure he's fine. Like, I think so.
I mean, I think the common weakness to being able to see the future is that, like, even if you can see the future, if you can't, 1, dodge, or 2, just if you can't dodge, like, even because the
Doesn't
attacks
matter.
are too fast, or there's too many coming, or they put you off balance or something, it doesn't matter if you can see the future. So I'm sure
Which is a
if
really
Katakuri
annoying
tried to fight Big
caveat.
Mom or something, she would just overpower him. She'd be like, yeah, all right, keep dodging till I hit you one time, and then it's over.
That's just annoying to be able to see you getting smacked in a fight. It's like me and Jackson start slapboxing, and I'm like, observation hockey. I'm like, all right, he gonna slap me to the right, so I'm gonna try to dodge. No, I still get slapped.
Yo, you'd be like
But that's-
Katakuri. You'd be like, I know it's coming from the left, and you look to the left, and he's already punching you in the face.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't know.
Must be the worst feeling.
I thought one of us would disagree on that. I didn't know we were on consensus on that. I'm actually a little surprised about that.
Like, I'm trying.
What
to
I
think
did
of
like my favorite part of this chapter is my guy Perospero going out of his way to fight Carrot just to be like, did y'all forget who I am? Because people really did forget who he was. Like everybody was just walking to Bugon's territory. You a Yonko, blah blah blah. I'm here, fuck you up. All this noise. Then he was just like, I have a 700 million berry bounty. Like, if you're not Luffy, trust me, I can handle you. You know what I mean? Like he had to go handle his business real quick, and I respect it.
I mean, you were saying like how Perospero kind of got the minx, but like he even said like he got lucky. He was like, "Yo, the weather's not in your favor. Like the moon got covered up by the clouds. Sorry about that." Otherwise, I don't know, man. He seemed to be having a little bit of a tough time. Like he did make it look easy by the end, but he even said that was a close call. He said that was a close call.
Yeah, I feel like he's just being, like, not gracious, but he's just being a dick.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look like he took a bunch of hits or anything. I mean, he's got this one injury, but, like, he's just sitting there chilling. It's not like he's huffing and puffing. Oh, wait, never mind.
Wait, he is. What do you say? I was going to say, I'm also staring at that. I was like...
I like say that, and then I'm literally looking at the page. I'm like, never mind. He's literally like,
like you said, nigga's just a dick. Like, he's just an asshole. Like, even when Pedro blew up, he was being a jerk.
I'm sure people talk about this all the time, but like the fact that his tongue is sticking out of his mouth so often pisses me off so bad. Like I don't know how. Like I would have to whoop his
It's like
ass
right
if I ever
there.
saw him.
It's like right there.
I don't know how.
I
Like
mean, he's better than Caribou. Caribou was always talking to people like, let me come on your ship.
But he was so
Luffy was just
creepy. He was
"Bro,
creepy,
get outta
dude.
here."
But he was
Yeah,
also
Luffy
just
did-
creepy. At least like Perospero like was a good dude. Like I was watching it, he was like, "Yo, I see some kids out here. Totally here. Take some candy. I got candy because I'm a candy guy. Take some candy." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, he seems pretty nice in general.
Look
Like
here, the guy.
it's just that he's fighting for a Big Mom, but like when he's in the hometown, he's chilling. Like."
You know, I feel.
I feel like he's like basically the leader of the pirates basically. His Big Mom is not as much of a leader as she is. She's not like, doing everything. She's like so prone to
I agree.
hunger and shit. Like he's really the one calling all the shots, even if he's not as strong as Katakuri.
He handles all the business, and Katakuri is the military head, basically.
that I really enjoyed in this chapter. Well, I guess my favorite panel from this chapter. I don't know if it's necessarily seen, but we'll see Momo hug Yamato as like she was fighting her way through. Like the look on his face on that panel, it just made my day. I was like, oh my god. I was waiting for their reaction. I just love Momo. Back when he first got introduced, I'll admit I hated him, but like recently, he's really grown on me. I don't know why.
Well, they're putting him in a role to succeed. They're like, yo, you need to not be a dad, but you need to step up because you're literally the figurehead of this entire movement. And like reason why like the people in the slave camps were like, yo, oh my god, there's Momo, holy shit, because they were afraid to even leave. And once they saw him, it's like, oh my god, there's hope in this kid. And like I love that they're making him so central. And yeah, he's shown like a lot of growth since the beginning of like Punk Hazard. Here we are, it's crazy.
On par or not on par with the last 20 chapters.
I like what I'm seeing. The panels are good. The panel game is strong. I love the artwork. Even if it's not like a crazy, reveal content-wise chapter, when the artwork captivates me, I'm always satisfied. So like, the average One Piece chapter is still fantastic, great. So, pretty good.
It is a visual medium. That's true. The drawing is very important.
Here's the thing. Order don't miss. Let's make that clear. Order don't miss, right?
I mean, essentially, yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, that off-screen on me, so powerful. I mean, even like that paragraph about Perospero, it was like it already happened. Like again, like I guess. Do we believe that the anime is just gonna pick up all this off-screening? Because I don't believe it. Because I think Oda off-screens. I think Oda off-screens a lot of things because the people who are being off-screen are too powerful and they don't want to show it. Like they're not gonna show Shanks versus Kaido, like the Marineford, because like that's a completely different level of what's going on right now.
Might see that in the flashback though.
Or like imagine in Fishman Island if like Akainu and Aokiji we saw that instead of Luffy versus Hody. I don't give a shit about Luffy versus Hody.
We might see that in the flashback too.
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe now because we're getting close to it. But like, imagine we saw that and they're like, "All right, here's Luffy versus Hody." I was like, "I don't give a shit." Like, did you? Like, but I guess this one, I thought they were at a level that we could have seen more, but we'll see. I don't know what Perospero is gonna do. So
my first prediction is that Marco is about to get triple teamed, and it's not gonna go well for him. Actually, you know what? It might go well for him. And at that point, I'll have to bow down to him. But I don't think it'll go so well for him. I think he's going to get his ass beat.
I think that's a solid prediction. I don't see how he can. I don't see how many characters in the story can 3v1 anybody that caliber. Like, of the three people he's fighting, it just seems like it's unrealistic.
No, I totally feel like he's going to take an L. But I'm wondering... Someone has to come and save him at some point. It's not like he's gonna die. And like, there's 3 candidates. I always forget how the place is laid out. I don't remember if Sanji could get there or not. I don't remember. I think if he's going out to the front, it's possible. But I think it could be Jinbei, like we were saying before. Or, okay. This is probably the thing I was talking about before. I said this Oh, that'd be hype. Yo, I love that dude. I would love that dude. I really hope the Grand Fleet comes because I actually one of my favorite dudes. But I said, I'm gonna get back to what I said. The king has a sword. Remember. So, why are you shaking your head already, guy?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
You're not even gonna like what I'm gonna say.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
I think because this man's second in command and has a sword, just off of that logic, I think Kaido, in his hybrid form, is gonna spike Zoro through the roof, and he will fight King.
I'll tell you why I disagree. Y'all consider Pika a swordsman?
He had a sword.
You consider him a sword? Do you consider him a challenge for Zoro though? As a swordsman.
No, but he had a sword.
He was a swordsman. He was a swordsman.
I say so. In terms of swordplay, though, do you think like he's worth mentioning?
No.
Would you say Big Mom is a swordsman? That would mean that Zoro has to sit here and beat her too.
I don't agree. It's not the same thing. Like
Not
Big Mom
really,
has a devil fruit powered sword that he imbued with her own life, that makes it strong. King just has a sword because he wants to have a sword. He could be a good swordsman. He could be. We don't know.
Okay, but so is Fujitora. Are we gonna say Fujitora is not worthy of a swordsman challenge for Zoro?
And there was some. He did go after him.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're not gonna downplay his swordplay because it was imbued with a devil fruit, are we?
But he didn't imbue it. I guess he did. Yeah.
That's part of his whole shtick, though.
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
sword.
Yeah, it's part of his thing.
The point that I'm making is that at this point in the story, I feel like Zoro needs to be fighting people that are more of a challenge in terms of like straight up swordplay. And King clearly isn't really that fond of using the sword. Like he kind of whipped it out a little bit versus Marco, but he usually just likes to turn into a dinosaur and just, you know. I think if
Shoot
Zoro's
lasers.
fighting, I think if Zoro's fighting people with swords, it needs to be people that give him that action, like a true like swordsman duel type shit.
Who else
Right
is
now-
left, Ryan? Who else is left? Think about it. Other than Mihawk, who else is left for him to fight right now?
He's gonna fight Kiyashiro before he leaves Wano because he just needs to get that duel out. I'm telling you, I believe that.
I mean, I guess I could see that happening. I mean,
Why?
I don't know. Personally, I don't see. I'm not tied to this idea of him fighting people with swords. Like, I think he's gonna stay on the roof because I mean, even though he, put the 3 captains on the front of the cover page, I just don't know how they could possibly win without the support of like Zoro and Killer. Like, in fact, they need more people. It's not like less people is gonna do nothing to screw them over. Like they're barely holding on now. Unless every single one of them gets power up in the middle of this fight, like every single one of them, like they need all hands on deck, and then they're still probably gonna lose.
Agree.
I laughed during that because I realized what my take was, and I realized Ryan's is gonna hate my take. But you were exactly right. I think Kid's gonna boss up. That's my prediction. I think Kid and Law will boss up. Like they just keep showing them together all the time. There's just no way that those 3 aren't involved in this mainly. And that's part of the reason also why I thought of that prediction in the first place. Because I was like, honestly, I've been saying that before. I was saying this for at least a month now. Like I was like, this has been what I've been saying for a month actually. And I guess it's not logical that they should get power-ups. But is that unbelievable for this series?
I think we're gonna see Law, and here's what I think is gonna happen. Actually, I think Killer is going to be pretty wounded, and it's gonna piss Kid off to the point that he awakens his devil fruit. I think that could happen.
I like that.
I don't really know how. I don't know how else Kid's
like
gonna get
that.
a power up in the middle of this.
Bro,
I'm also not entirely sure. I think we talked about it. I think his awakened power is gonna make him basically like that Agna, whatever character from My Hero, how she's gonna be able to like make people's bodies like different poles and stuff like that. We'll see how that happens. That's Kid's power up. Law's power up. I don't know if Law will get a power up. I think he's just gonna die.
What?
And then Luffy gets a power up because of that. Because even as strong as Luffy is, he can't take down Kaido right now either. So he needs a little bit of a something, something. He needs a little push too.
Why would you think Law would do it for him?
Law's gonna die theory, man.
Law's gonna die soon, bro. I don't think there's a chance that Law survives this entire series.
I agree with that, but it's not now. Like, he's gonna be fine for now. I'm sure he's gonna find something, some sort of well, bro. Like I don't think even if he died, it would have that big of an impact on Luffy, like any of the crew members or like his family. You know, like I don't think that's gonna be that big of an impact for Luffy.
I think Luffy would be very upset by the passing of Law.
I know, but I don't think he needs it. You know what Luffy needs? Not a death of Law. He needs another Rayleigh flashback. We need more of those. Like,
That's really what I was gonna say. Is like, really, honestly, at the end of the day, it's like we shouldn't even be speculating because we know Oda's gonna make a fool of us again. Like Samir's catchphrase is like, Oda made a fool of us.
I feel confident this time. I'm going against my belief this time. Like, I feel like I'm big brain this one. Because, like, I got this. I feel confident about mine for the first time. And if not, I will edit this footage and put this, like, the flashback color over it and make me look like a fool next week. I will make sure to edit that. And whatever I'm saying right now will be in the beginning of the next video if I fuck this up. But if not, it's going to be great.
Do you think Hyogoro is going to actually die? Or do you think Chopper is going to come in like the boss he is at just the right time?
Probably. I think that's probably the best way. That's what I'm saying. Like, Hyo's not going to die. I'm not saying, like, he's going to take the virus, but I think Chopper's going to save him. He's getting close.
I think the fact that he, like, survived the chapter bodes well for him. Because it seems like he was going to kill him. The most impact would be to do it, like, right at the end. Whereas, like, the end is just his face and he's, like, resigning himself to it. And, to his fate. I figure probably the next time we see him, it'll be Chopper being, like, throwing a dart into his arm or something. And he, like, recovers.
You think Hyogoro is going to, think he's going to be able to do any damage against, like, Queen or King? I think maybe he helps out Marco a little bit. Or against Perospero.
Nah.
Maybe if I don't know, because I feel like probably in his prime he would have been strong enough to give him some trouble, but he's not in his prime anymore. Like he summoned the old man strength, but I don't know if he's got enough juice for that.
He's already mostly fighting fodder as it is.
He might be able to just like land a couple hits and then die. I mean, I think it's possible.
I mean, he's with Drake. Whoever, we don't even know what Drake's doing at this point. Like, he kind of was just there. He's like, "Yo, it's Drake. Hey, yo, what's good, Drake? Why are you fighting for him?"
Drizzy.
And then,
Drizzy.
Actually, he might be pretty strong still because he said like, "Oh, you got to kill me because if you don't, I'm gonna start cutting everybody down." And that's with Drake fighting with him. So maybe he might have been saying like, "Yo, even with Drake here, like, I'm going to be a menace. Like, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it." So he might, conceivably be as strong as him.
This is weird. This is a weird prediction, and this is actually pretty. I'm not going to say this might happen, but I was like, yo, when Sanji was like thinking about where to go, and then he was like, "Who the hell is this young Master Yamato?" And I'm like, yo, Sanji doesn't realize that Yamato is Yamato. He thinks he's just some dude named, and if he goes to see Momo, there will be some gags like, "Oh shit, the titties, oh fuck, didn't even know, I didn't think you had these titties," and she's like, "Nah, I'm Odin, sorry." She's like, "Nah, I'm Odin." If it happens, I think that's very likely. I just don't know which way he's gonna go, but if he goes that way, that's what I'm thinking.
I think the fact that Sanji is kind of like hyping up the situation by saying like, "Where do I go? Where's Momonosuke?" and the fact that it shows Yamato fighting again, I think we're gonna see Orochi make his reappearance in the very near future at the same time that Sanji goes to meet up and fight Jack. I think that's what that panel is setting up.
So Sanji's gonna run into Orochi?
No. Orochi's gonna run into Yamato and Momonosuke, and then Sanji's gonna run into. I think that's what we're being set up.
I like that.
Personally.
Yeah, I like that.
I do like that. But how strong do you think Orochi is? Like, do you think Orochi will be able to put up with Yamato?
No.
I think he's crafty. I think he's crafty in the way that Caesar was crafty.
Expand him. Expand him. Bro, I hate that.
Nah, I mean not quite like him, but I feel like he might be able to surprise us a little bit. His
To be
ultimate
fair,
is cool.
I don't see how he would be strong at all because he was never a fighter. He was a plotter. Like we never saw him like scrap with anybody or anything. He just, took money and like invested in schemes and shit. Like he's smart, but there's nothing there's no reason to say that Yamato just doesn't like hit him with the mace and keep moving.
That's what I'm saying.
Because what is he gonna do?
Like sneak up on them and just take Momo from underneath their clothes.
He ain't got nothing. He ain't got no response.
I know.
I'm sorry, I missed that shit. Say it again.
I was like, you said he was crafty. I was like, do you think he's gonna take Momo from literally underneath Yamato's clothes or something? Like, how else would he get Yamato? I mean, Momo.
Well, he's basically a Hydra, so I just think that
Slither in.
yeah, I think he's gonna be able to kind of just like hide his heads in like odd places and be able to kind of like snake around and stuff.
When is Oda gonna end this series? Because we're at 1006,
Yeah, dude, that's
and
5
there's
years.
like there's a minimum like
5 years too.
50 to 100 chapters, I think, before he finishes this arc, this like Wano,
Yeah.
and then he's got to finish the rest of the series.
I think 50.
50
So we're in Wano
finish
for at
this
least
arc?
that's 50. That's another year. Actually, no, it's more than a year. He
Year and
only
a
does 3
half.
chapters a month.
He's a year and a half. But you think it's gonna
I'll
be
t-
50 chapters? I don't even know. I don't think so, man. It could be go longer.
Bro,
People think
he
it's
has
gonna be
to
more
say-
than 3 acts.
Samir, if he has to sit here and flesh out Frankie fighting, Nami and Usopp fighting, Sanji fighting, Jinbei fighting, Robin fighting, Jack and Sanji fighting, and then the Yonko fights. And then the aftermath of all of this shit in Wano, like,
Aftermath is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be
it's
drinking.
it's gonna take a while, bro. Oh yeah, the party after this is gonna be
It's gonna be
absolutely bonkers.
nuts. It's gonna be nuts.
After they win, yeah, it's gonna be insane.
I'm gonna get some Bink sake. Yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho.